What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now today's video is going to be a little bit different than what we're probably used to. I reviewed this monitor on the channel maybe about a week ago. There's a full video up now, you can go and check it out for yourselves. But when Karoo sent me out this monitor, they actually sent me out two. Now I've had an idea. And here is that idea. So I mean, if the title hasn't given it away, and you haven't read what's on the box, this is a dual 43-inch monitor desk mount from my friends at AVLT. Now, my current monitor arm is actually from the guys over at AVLT. They sent this out a little while ago, and I've been using it for all my monitors at this setup, and it's been amazing. So I figured let's get a little bit crazy. Now, I'm probably not likely going to keep this configuration of the setup that I'm about to do, but I figured it might make a good video. So why not? Now, obviously, we've got a lot of work to do. I've got to strip the setup, take everything away, place it somewhere else, and get this new monitor arm set up. So I'm not sure what I'm going to film and what sort of footage I'll have. Maybe I'll do a time lapse, or I'll just show bits and pieces as I'm removing parts from the setup. But let's get into it. So this is where we're at. Now, I don't know about you, but I absolutely hate dealing with monitors and monitor arms. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen actually last summer, I actually bust and split my lip completely open from this arm from messing around. Not messing around, I was taking off a monitor to replace it, and I was leant over like this, totally forgetting that the arm is spring loaded. And of course, as soon as I undid it and pulled it forward, boom, monitor arm came up, busted me straight in the lip. Right, so as you can see, the monitor is off. I did manage to loosen this enough where it does spring up, but not in that position. And there's a little bit of resistance there, so it will spring up if you're not careful. There's a bit of power there. Like, it would ruin your monitor if you're not careful, or your face. But once down there, it seemingly was okay. I did have my partner here to just hold on to it, because I didn't want to lose any teeth or any more of my lip this time. But yeah, that's done. We're going to take all the cables out, unbox and set up the new dual monitor arm, get the monitors on, and see what else we can fit on the desk. So the room is an absolute mess, which is quite triggering, but I figured whilst we have a blank desk, let's just give it a nice Dettol wipe down. Obviously, we've got into the unboxing there. We've got the base, which does actually come with USB ports, so you can actually use these, and some audio ports there. We've got the two arms, or the two top arms and two lower arms, different brackets for mounting. So yeah, it's a pretty sturdy kit. It's almost identical to the single arm that I was using, just it's dual. The base is obviously slightly bigger to support the additional weight, makes sense, and distribute it. It's a bit wider. The other one's probably a little bit thinner. But the lower arms are the same, the upper arms are the same. You have this wicked cable management system in there, and again in the lower arm also cable management through there. So we'll look a little bit into that as we set it up. But that's everything unboxed. Now we got to set it all up. It's coming together slowly. Right, so I just wanted to touch on this. So obviously this comes with USB cables. So the idea is that you can plug those into your PC or whatever, and then you're then able to just use the front jacks here on the stand, as opposed to like having to run it to your PC. Now, with how my setup is, my PC's behind me, so those wouldn't be a permanent solution. Temporary measure, I actually use these as a temporary way to connect up my wheels and stuff for farming sim. But what I actually do is I actually remove these from here. So you don't have to use these, you do get given a choice. And I remove them because I'm not going to use them. And the USB extension leads, if you like, are actually, they do actually come in super handy. So we're going to remove those. We've been given a ton of adapters, so VESA adapters for your monitor in case they don't fit. Should just work with those arms because I've been using the same monitor unless they've changed size. I think they're 100mm and 75mm VESA or VESA approved, so they should be good. They do provide a load of screws, bolts, and a couple of, Allen keys with screws on, so you can actually undo all the bits that you need. There's some more bolts, washers, and a whole pack of bolts, washers in there to get you up and going. So first things first, I think we'll get the stand on, we'll get the bracket and the actual mounting solution in place. That sort of goes in there like that. You undo those, do them up depending on the size of your desk. This is quite a thick, chunky desk. I'm hoping it's actually going to be able to hold the weight of everything. We'll see. I mean, it'll make for some sort of video if it collapses, right? So the mount is actually on and it's been secured and tightened up. So we'll now put the lower monitor arms in. We'll get the upper arms on next and see what we're working with. So as you can see, both monitor arms are now on. I'll give you a quick demo of some of the adjustability there. I don't know if we can stack them because it's not going to be like level, but we'll see what we can come up with. Obviously, the idea is we're going to have them side by side. So yeah, we're going to have to do some adjusting and some messing around, but we're going to get the monitors on now, I think, which will then give us a way to assess this. So hopefully, I'll catch up in a sec once hopefully both the monitors are connected. Right, as you can see, both monitors are connected, but there's still no cables. So we've got the cables down here, DisplayPort cable and a HDMI cable. We've got to get the power in. So we're actually going to, we'll just adjust this. Wicked adjustability on these arms, fantastic. Hopefully you can see. Might have to bring the camera around like so. Perfect. And as you can see, we're going to take these off, route the cables in just to make it nice and neat. We'll go with the power and the display and HDMI port. I think that's about all we need. I'm not going to worry about with connecting up the PlayStation because I'm not even sure the PlayStation is going to fit on here anymore. So it's just being able to connect them to the PC. We've made a start. These are nicely routed inside here, which is perfect for cable management. It's the exact reason of this arm. Just simple slot in and you can tuck your cables down. The next one is for this part here. So as you can just see in here, the cables simply come in. You'll slot them inside like so, and then you'll get the cover like this, and then that will go on and you'll be able to hide the cables straight through the monitor arm, which just helps to keep it super clean and super minimal. Right, what's up guys, we're back. So it's actually day 2. Very much ran out of time yesterday and I'm not entirely sure where we got to, but this is how we're looking. I mean, it's pretty mad. These are two 34-inch curved ultrawides stacked side by side. So I guess that makes it a 64-inch monitor, kind of. I don't know if that's how exactly it works, but I would assume that makes sense. So I just wanted to grab the camera and just bring you in here and just kind of show you up close just to see what we're working with. I would connect the MacBook up, but I rock the MacBook Airs because I've never really used 2 dual monitors like this. And obviously the Air cannot use 2 dual monitors, so we are limited. I have stretched it across one screen and spanned the full thing. Which is cool, but with the line down the middle, you are going to basically use these as 2 individual monitors if you were going to use it like this anyway. And the absolute star of the show, AVLT, who kindly sent this out to me to make this possible so we can get a pretty cool setup video. We'll go around the back here and just take a look at some of this. Cable management is absolutely on point with these monitor arms. As you can see, I mean, we're only using 2 cables, so it's simple, but straight into the monitor arm. And then it goes through that one, through the second one, and straight out the back. The cable management is fantastic with those arms. And again, I think I touched on this, but you can use the USB ports if you choose to use them. I take them out because my PC is behind me. In fact, it's there. So that's why. We have a DisplayPort cable, as you can see, running just off to the room because I could run it round similar to how I do the HDMI, but we might not be keeping it. I do love it though. Now, if I had a MacBook Pro, I'd be tempted. I'd be very, very tempted to use this as a productivity setup. But it just looks incredible, I think. It looks incredible. I don't know how realistic it is for actual usage, but it does look very, very nice. Okay, we've been further messing around and we've come up with this. Again, not really usable, but does look incredibly cool. My office isn't big enough really to be maneuvering around and showing you this, but it's pretty mental. Like, I dig it. It's just not usable for me. I can't quite get the monitors into an angle specifically that are usable and stacked slightly too tall. The arms are extended as high as that one can go, and that one is as low as that one can go. These are made to be side by side, not really stacked. Clearly, as you can see, it's somewhat achievable. Let's change the camera mode here, it's a little bit better. It's somewhat achievable. It's just not 100% aligned. You can quite just see a little bit there. It's quite flush there, whereas over here there's more of a lip where this monitor needs to come slightly over, or this one's slightly left. But it's still pretty cool. I'm still a fan. It's just not really usable. That's the issue. But again, this video was just kind of like, I've got the two monitors, I've got the monitor arm that the guys kindly sent out. Let's make a video on it. Yeah, I'm not going to use it for work, and like I said, I'm a Mac user, and my MacBook Airs don't work with two monitors, sadly, which is why I have the ultra-wide, just one screen. That looks tiny now. That's 49 inches. That's a 49-inch screen. It's massive, and for some reason, it just looks small. I'm a fan of this, although it feels very much like traffic controller. Let's get some B-roll. Guys, so I guess we're finished now. Slightly chaotic video. I'm not sure how it's entirely going to turn out. There was no real script with this one. It was just kind of, I had the extra monitor sitting around. The guys at AVLT wanted to send out their arm for a review. I've not had a dual monitor arm like that before, so I figured why not? Let's do it. Let's do something a little bit crazy and record it and make some content out of it. The race is about to start in about an hour's time, so I'm going to get ready for that. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. If there's anything specific you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments before I take this setup apart. But yeah, again, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I'll leave links down below for the arm. I'll leave link for the monitor. Anything else you should be able to find in my bio. Thanks for clicking. Thanks for watching. Until the next one, I'll see you soon.